Good evening from the great city of New Orleans. Thank you and good evening. Because many of these policies were designed for the problems and opportunities of the mid to late 20th century, before the end of the Cold War. We must also prepare, far better than we have, to respond quickly and effectively to a natural calamity. You know that. You know that. You know that. When Americans confront a catastrophe, they have a right to expect basic competence from their government. Firemen and policemen should be able to communicate with each other in an emergency. We should be able to deliver bottled hot water to dehydrated babies and rescue the infirm from a hospital with no electricity. Our disgraceful failure to do so here in New Orleans exposed the incompetence of government at all levels to meet even its most basic responsibilities. You know, I have a few years on my opponent, so I'm surprised that a young man has bought into so many failed ideas. Like others before him, he seems to think government is the answer to every problem, that government should take our resources and make our decisions for us. And that's not change we can believe in. Now, you'll hear from my opponent's campaign in every speech, in every interview, every press release that I'm running for President Bush's third term. You'll hear every policy of the president is described as the Bush-McCain policy. Why does Senator Obama believe it's so important to repeat that idea over and over again? Because he knows it's very difficult to get Americans to believe something that they know is false. So he tries to drum it into your minds by constantly repeating it, rather than debate honestly the very different directions he and I would take the country. But the American people didn't get to know me yesterday, as they're just getting to know Senator Obama. Americans ought to be concerned about the judgment of a presidential candidate who says he's ready to talk in person and without conditions with tyrants from Havana to Pyongyang. That's not change we can believe in. That's not change we can believe in. And that's not change we can believe in. The global economy exists and is not going away. We either compete in it, which Americans can do, or we lose more jobs, more businesses, more dreams. We lose the future. That's not change we can believe in. But making empty promises to bring back lost jobs gives nothing to the unemployed worker except false hope. That's not change we can believe in. We should be able to deliver bottled hot water to dehydrated babies.